Let's briefly go over ethical considerations in special education research. Now we're looking at Chapter 4, and once you've gone through this chapter and the information and content in this module, you should be able to summarize the three main ethical principles that came from the Belmont Report. You should be able to write an informed consent form with the needed information, conduct a basic risk-benefit assessment, and be able to explain the role of the Institutional Review Board. We're starting with the Belmont Report. Now, this report was written in 1979, so it's guided research for a number of decades. And the Belmont Report outlines three areas of concern for research. The first is beneficence, then respect for autonomy, and third, justice. When we're talking about autonomy, we're talking about an individual participant's right to participate or refuse, as well as protected populations. The concept of beneficence means that we can do no harm, and we have to do a risk and benefit analysis to determine if the risks are worth the potential benefit of our research. And with regard to justice, we have to make sure that risks are equally spread. The next key idea is informed consent. Informed consent ensures the safety of both participants and researchers. With informed consent, we explain the risks, the benefits, and the expectations of the study for both researchers and participants. Informed consent addresses the purpose of the study, expected commitments, the risks involved, and any benefits to the participant or society overall. Informed consent also addresses whether or not participants will be compensated, the limits of confidentiality, options about discontinuation at any time during the study, and the debriefing details once the study has concluded. You also want to make sure that you understand how to conduct a basic risk-benefit assessment. Some things to consider prior to conducting a study. We need to look to the participant's psychological welfare, the participant's personal and confidential information, and to the physical welfare of the participant, as well as to society. Our goal is minimal risk, but we need to take special precautions if there's greater than minimal risk. And some final notes on the IRB. Remember that all federally funded institutions and many others have an IRB, and members have different specialties. Their job is to determine risk. Once that's been done, the IRB will determine if your research is exempt from review, has an expedited review, or needs to undergo a full review. So look to your text, Chapter 4 this week, to learn all about these topics.